Hey, welcome back to my channel. In today's lesson, you'll be learning how to use destructuring assignment to extract values from objects. So here you will be considering the code snippet const user with name value John Doe and age whatever, maybe 35, 23, whatever be the value. So if you're writing it individually, then it will be const name is user.name, const age is user.age, right? But we can write it beautifully in one shot by destructuring syntax ES6, that is const. You extract the name and age in one shot together within curly braces, and then on the right hand side just assign it to the user, which is the variable's name. So the variable is user, so just extract the name and age items and assign it to the user variable. So basically the name would have a value of the string John Doe and age would be the number 34 as mentioned earlier, as has been allocated earlier in the string. So here the name and age variables will be created and assign the values of their respective values from the user object. So the values that was there in the user object would be extracted and kind of destructured and assigned it to a different variable. So that means you can extract as many or few values from the object as you want. So basically, what is destructuring? Destructuring assignment is a JavaScript expression that allows to unpack values from arrays or properties from objects into distinct variables. And this data can be extracted and assigned to variables. Basically, the idea of destructuring is to destroy the structure of the object or the array, whatever has been given. And why do we do the destructuring is basically, as I said, to extract the data from these objects or arrays, whatever given, and set it up into new distinct variables. And the purpose is to allow us to extract multiple items from an array or object at one shot, at one time. And usually the right hand side, as we have noticed, you will see the object that is to be split. Like in this case, user is the object with the name and age properties, right? So the user variable will be assigned in the right hand side of the expression, and the items will be contained within the curly braces on the left hand side with the const. So basically that is why we call it deconstruction, because you're deconstructing and destroying the object and extracting the items in one shot and dedicating it to a individual variable as shown here. So this is how this the destructure happens. So here in the given example, you've been given an object const high temperatures with these items that yesterday with a value of 75, today with a value of 77, tomorrow with a value of 80. So these are the items contained in the object const high temperature, and you've been asked to do the deconstruction here, whereby you have to extract today and tomorrow. If you are to use it individually, it will be const today is high temperatures dot today, right? And const tomorrow high temperatures dot tomorrow. So you want to avoid this kind of usage, and you want to make it beautiful and extract the data in one shot rather than extract in individual steps and make it boring. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just make these invisible, and then by using the comment and comment symbols, and then I'm gonna make the change code in the given space below the object. So let's get started without wasting much time. Now that you have a basic idea of what is deconstruction of an object. So what you have to extract, you don't have to extract yesterday, you have to extract today and tomorrow as per the question or the task provided. So what you do is you take out today and tomorrow from this object and assign it to a variable. And remember, the right hand side, the variable would be, what would be the variable? What is the variable that you have to write? It is the object that you are deconstructing. So in this particular scenario, the object that you are deconstructing is called high temperatures. That is the name of the object, right? So on the right hand side you will have high temperatures, which is called a variable in this scenario of the equation, and on the left hand side you'll be writing the variable const. So const, and then within the curly braces, which is a syntax for deconstructed version, would be const, and then the curly braces, and the items that you have to extract would be inside the curly braces of the const, which is today, comma, tomorrow. So const followed by the curly braces, and within that it would contain the extracted data, which is today, comma, tomorrow. Yeah, and sorry about the typo, it's a bit slow. And then it will be followed by equal to sign, equal to, because you want to extract the data in one shot and assign it to a variable, right? So equal to. So on the left hand side you have a const with the curly braces and the extracted data, which is supposed to be today and tomorrow. Yesterday you are not supposed to extract, so you just extract what is required. It could be just what is required of the question, right? So const today, comma, tomorrow, followed by, contained within the curly braces, and then followed by the equal to sign, and on the right hand side the variable, which is supposed to be the object that you are destroying or deconstructing. So it will be, the name of the object provided here is high temperature, so that would be on the right hand side. So that's the syntax. If you don't know, that's a syntax rule for writing a deconstruction expression in JavaScript. So basically this is the deconstructed expression in JavaScript ES6, in other words. So const, I repeat, curly braces, today, tomorrow, which are the extracted data here from the above object of high temperatures, and then followed by the equal sign, and then the variable, and the variable here is the object that is supposed to be destroyed or deconstructed, which in this case, of course, is the provided object, which is high temperatures. The name of the object provided is high temperatures, so that will be used as the variable. So in other words, you're extracting the items today, tomorrow from the object high temperatures and storing it in the variable high temperatures. So you've destroyed the object, right? And then you turn it into a deconstructed expression. So this is all about deconstruction, and you can do that in one shot rather than do it in different steps like mentioned earlier. You don't have to do like yesterday dot high temperature today dot high temperatures tomorrow dot high temperatures. No need for that. Just const today, tomorrow, whatever. If yesterday was supposed to be extracted, you would have included that as well. So const today, tomorrow equals to the high temperatures, which is supposed to be a variable here. So you're storing these two data in the new variable, which is high temperatures, in the independent variable, which is, or rather the individual variable, which is high temperature. So this variable is having not just one data but two data, as in this particular scenario. It could have 2, 3, 4, any number of data as and when required. Yeah, so here you go. Sorry about the typing, and remember, if you have any doubts, you can just ask in the comment section. And for being notified, in case you're not yet subscribed, do remember to smash the subscribe button so that you are notified of other lessons and the future lessons that are going to be coming up for the JavaScript ES6, so that you don't miss out on any one of these lessons, and also the bell icon so that you are immediately notified. So let's see how this is going. Const today, tomorrow, within the curly braces. So please be very careful that it's curly braces and not any other symbol. It has to be the curly braces. Just as you do the curly braces for the above object, the braces have to continue. It's just that you write within const, instead of writing the name of const as in an object, here you write const and split up extract the items and write those items inside the const and dedicate those values to a variable which is high temperatures, and in this case it is, and in any case it is supposed to be that object which you are destroying. So there you go. There's a spelling mistake, so sorry about that. Oh yes, you have to be so careful. Sorry about my keyboard, it's always problem. Okay, high temperatures it's supposed to be a single S, and I've written double S by mistake, the typo. So let's just set about removing the extra added S from there, and it should be fine. You should be fine. So I've commented out the unnecessary codes. As you can see, you don't need to write the const today and const tomorrow which is provided anymore, because you're supposed to put them all together, extract them all together and put it in one variable, right? You're supposed to extract multiple data in one shot and assign them to a variable in one shot. That is the main idea of destructuring, if you ask me. That's the reason we are doing it. That's the main purpose we are doing this destructuring. Yeah, so I think this time it should be fine. Okay. Yes, let's see if everything goes well. So let's do the run button and see if anything wrong or whether it runs or not. Ideally it should run. Should not be a mistake here. Yes, there you go. Should be fine. Yes, let's do the run. There you go, boy. And make sure that you understand very well the concept of destructuring, what I've mentioned here. If you don't understand, you can ask me to repeat. And if you have a better explanation of destructuring, of course, you can mention in the comment below, because all developers are supposed to learn, and I am also learning, constantly learning. So you can point out if there's anything that you would like to mention. There you go. You pass this test. We go to the next lesson. See you in the next lesson. Okay. There you go.